welcome you to Houston, Texas. I'm Ed Cohen with the ready to go here from Toyota Center. Let's gear up for the opening tip. And Jay, you look at Lonzo tonight with Chris Paul on the other side.
Oh, yeah, Ed, we were on the court before the game, and I was watching CP3 stare at Lonzo Ball. And one of the things that I know that CP3 does, he studies the game. He dissects the game, something I would do if I were defending Lonzo Ball. Every time in the half court, and pay attention to this at home, look for CP3 to shade the left side of Lonzo Ball's body. Why? Because that's where Lonzo Ball brings the ball from his shooting pocket to the left side. It doesn't matter what dribbling move Lonzo Ball does. If CP3 can contain him on the perimeter, Lonzo Ball will inevitably bring the ball right to where CP3 wants. And after he establishes that, watch how Lonzo Ball will then all of a sudden try to change his shot, because now his game has been dictated to by the great defensive mind of CP3.
It's James controlling the offense. Probing the defense. From the painted area, won't go down. To Harden. Gets it in the right corner. Tucker to Harden. James Harden. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
Lonzo Ball. Wide open look, won't go.
Nothing falling just yet. This team is 0 of 3 from the field, but so what? This game is a marathon, not a sprint.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47, but that was before the King headed out west. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
West is loaded, so if you don't get over 50, if you're the Lakers, are you still in the playoffs?
I think the Lakers will probably be a 6th seed. Yes, they will be in the playoffs this year.
LeBron into the front court. 8-0 is the score. Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Good start. He's made his first shot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Paul to P.J. Tucker. Nothing going here on that drive. Anthony to Paul. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people...
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Houston takes over. Can't connect from in close. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Harden with the basketball. Leads 3. Not that time.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
And look out.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Houston with the basketball. Harden. LeBron into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. And he'll head to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
LeBron James at the line. Misses the first. Missed the second. 0 for 2. Paul into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Here I come. Here I come.
Harden to Paul. 4-3. His first effort off the mark. Caldwell Pope to James. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
And now Houston has the basketball.
Here we go. Here we go.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Oh, middle open. That's why you got your whole side to yourself. Whole side to yourself.
20-footer at the buzzer. First quarter is complete. The Lakers have the lead. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Luke Walton switching things up. He's got some new players out there. Chance for Paul. Knocks it down from mid-range. Jay, he's played for a number of teams in the Western Conference, no less. What do you make of Paul and his willingness to embrace a challenge?
Well, for the first 12 years of his career, he was ball dominant. The ball was forced to be in his hands every possession because nobody else, other than CP3, could make a play. Now there's a shared responsibility with the playmaking skills, and that only allows him to play looser, to play freer, to play more like he played in college, hunting his own shot and thinking pass second, score first.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He struggled so far. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. It's Rockets ball.
Double team.
Here we go. My ball. My ball.
Shot. Here we go.
Paul.
Double team.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Ah, the monster stuff. Man, that was sweet.
It's all about that first step, and it's all about angles. Look at the way he got his shoulders through the angle of the defender. That first step was great, but those shoulders getting through, that was the difference.
Across the timeline comes James. They lead it. 4-point game. Jumper's good.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Can't connect from inside. Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans, if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
Mike D'Antoni going to make some moves and set his matchups. Kyle Kuzma able to...
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Harden to Paul from long range. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Capella to P.J. Tucker. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board. Knowing Carmelo Anthony, the competitor, you know he wants to do the same things as he was doing 5 years ago. Can he?
Well, the answer easy is no. Your mind is telling you yes, but your body is saying the exact opposite. The next step for Carmelo Anthony is to understand that he needs to keep it simple. If he's a catch-and-shoot player, help provide spacing and open up that lane for other players to attack.
Rockets have the ball. Paul to P.J. Tucker.
Got him.
It's Paul for 2, and he buries it. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Block up.
Capella to Harden. Paul down low for Tucker. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Probably option 3 right there in the court, but every player is a threat. No excuse for that easy bucket.
James into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half.
I ain't missing no more.
Paul into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down. Clint Capella. He's 2 for 2 now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Deep left corner. Caldwell Pope had made his first couple, but he misses there. Harden with it up top. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. Goes to the right side. Paul to P.J. Tucker. To Anthony. Gets a shot up off the mark. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. The Lakers have the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Here's Paul controlling the offense. Gets it in the left corner. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
There will be no shortage of shots for Carmelo Anthony in Mike D'Antoni's offense, Jay. Why is it a good fit for Melo in Houston?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, if there's one guy you need to trust, his name is Daryl Morey. And the Houston Rockets organization is a stat-driven culture. So he understands at this juncture where Carmelo Anthony is in his relationship to his career. Playing with two pass-first type PGs in James Harden and CP3, who averaged a combined 12.5, 13 assists last year, will open up the floor extensively for Carmelo to knock down those jump shots.
Driving is Harden, but he can't get it to go down. To P.J. Tucker. Goes to the left side. Two-point shot for James Harden. And the Lakers with the rebound. LeBron with it up top. His team up by 7. Won't go down. Defenders lucky he wasn't called.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Harden to Paul. Lets it fly from long range. And Chris Paul, quick catch and shoot there. 4-3. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Harden to P.J. Tucker. Harden
Make it hard on him.
to P.J. Tucker. From the outside, no good. LeBron into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Inside, he scores. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high, but still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Rockets in control of the basketball. And Jay, they called the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Harden.
There you go. Watch him. I got you here. Right here. Right here.
Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. Luke Walton shifting gears as the subs enter the game. Capella. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Shot by Paul won't go. The follow won't go either. Here's Rondo with it. It's an 11-point game. Fires the 3. And the rebound pulled in by Capella. James Harden. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Can't get past the defender. To James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Shot clock violation.
Can't turn that ball over like that.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Who left in Houston? Luke Bamute to the Clippers, Trevor Ariza to Phoenix. So, Jay, how do the Rockets adapt without two key wing defenders this year?
Well, other guys need to step up. I think you need to see P.J. Tucker step up. Gerald Green, we all know how explosive he is offensively, but he needs to make that applicable to the defensive end. Michael Carter-Williams is another big acquisition. He's a bigger guard who can use his length to deter shots. And also another kid, Markel Brown. He played at Oklahoma State. Extremely athletic, explosive on the perimeter. If these guys can do it by committee, that might be enough to eclipse the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, we good. I got him. Get out. Good.
James, knocked loose. That one out of bounds off a rocket, so it stays with the L.A. Lakers. James to Kyle Kuzma. Beyond the arc for three. Not that time. Paul with it up top. The margin standing now at 7. Knocked loose. LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Harden into the front court. He'll run the offense. Nene to Harden.
Right here.
Paul. No good. The follow won't go either. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. That ends the third quarter. The Lakers have the lead. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Has a chance. Can't connect.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Trying to cash in. Anthony with a shot. That won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
And the rebound by Nene. Gordon with it. They trail by 7. Oh, they called the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Luke Walton making some changes on the court.
Number 23, LeBron James.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
You're going to see the best players make in-game adjustments on the fly. The intellect of some of these superstars is off the charts. Your ability to adapt and move forward as quickly as possible in the most efficient manner will determine whether you win this game or not.
Time to shuffle things up. James. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Brandon Ingram at the line. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you.
LeBron James snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
James steps out and hits.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
James throws it up. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And this kid has a chance to be a Laker great. Went from averaging 9 points his rookie year to 16 in his sophomore campaign. Brandon, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Harden. Runner's good there.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
That's a big-time finish. That's a big-time finish. I'm here. I got ball.
Paul, well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Kyle Kuzma, strong finish. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative. Because right now, the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. Rises for the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Count the bucket for two.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Has a look. A shot no good there for Ingram. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Nice pass to set things up. To Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe you
Flushes down the slam. Veteran move right there.
Still blows my mind that this young man is 16 years in the NBA, has not had one bad injury, but more importantly, it's about the respect of the game. That's what LeBron James brings to the table when you think about basketball. You respect the game, you get the benefits.
James, no good. That's great defense. To Anthony. For three. Can't connect.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Lakers at the controls right now. LeBron James wants it. It's Harden with the rebound. Surveys the floor. Anthony to Harden. Fires the three. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Shot from the lane won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
James lobs it up. To Anthony.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Carmelo Anthony at the line. First one goes down. That one won't go. One more to come. James to Caldwell Pope. Here's a chance from long range. Nobody even close. Count the basket for Caldwell Pope.
great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
James Harden can't connect. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.